Hi, hello everyone. Good evening. So this is your Ameer sir, Master Teacher of Physics at Vedantu. Now, I hope everyone is super happy, super good, but still I'm asking, how are you all doing? How was your day? So quickly tell me, how was your day? Or else I'm gonna hope that, or I'm gonna think that it was a super amazing day for me. Obviously, all of my students, you will be having a super amazing day, isn't it? Yes. So most of you might be seeing me for the very first time, isn't it? So I have to give you a bit more introduction. So when I say about my studies, I did my BTech from NIT Calicut in mechanical engineering, and I have an experience of more than 2.5 years in the field of teaching. And one more thing that I have to add is I'm from Kerala. I barely know the language Hindi, so please don't ask me to teach in Hindi, okay? So we'll be doing the entire classroom in English, and also we have some South Indian students who will also prefer the language English, right? So I hope it's a yes from everyone with a smiling face. Let us start with the class. Hi Ananya, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Now, I just want to remind you, right? We are just 1 month away from the JEE 2021 exams, right? Okay, if I actually count down the days, maybe we can have a 40 days, let's say. But so many of you might be thinking, there's 40 days, isn't it for the February exam? Don't we have one more chance in April? Once you have that thought in your mind, let me tell you that, okay, though it sounds so sad, right? Though it sounds so bad, right? You are gonna be a loser. Because once you start keeping your things away, okay, let's say that you are gonna meet the April exam. Okay, what happens is you'll be so much busy with the board exam that comes in between. Same problems happen. You won't be having enough days to prepare, and then what your thought will be, do you know that? You will be thinking that let's drop 1 year. It's just a matter of 1 year, right? I can go for repeating the course. You are not realizing you are losing 1 year of your life where your friends will be graduating 1 year in college. Oh my goodness, that's so bad, right? So why you have to waste your 1 year if you can actually get your JEE Mains exam, get it sorted out in the year 2021. Yes guys, you can do it. It's a high time to do the hard work now. Can't you all do that? But everyone is doing the hard work. So just by doing hard work, will it be fine? Will it be good enough to get you an amazing rank? Let me tell you that no, because along with hard work, you have to make a very smart strategy. So it's time for hard work and make your things in a smart way. Why? Because we don't have a year, we don't have 6 months, we don't have 5 months, 4, 3, we just have 1 month in our hand. So we should be making a super smart strategy here. So if you all can give half an hour of your life, okay, let's discuss the best strategy that we can, right, for making or for cracking this JEE 2021. What do you all say? Right? Hi Girik, hi Akash, hi Shamsul, right? What is it? From which year to start the preparation of a GATE exam? GATE exam, we'll be talking it later. Now it's time for JEE, right? So let's concentrate on that. If you all are ready, what say? Shall we start with our session? Hi Tanushri. So here we go. Now, if you really want to crack this JEE 2021 in Feb, okay, you should be having a proper strategy like I was talking. So when I talk about a strategy, first you should be knowing what is this JEE 2021, okay? What is the pattern of this exam going to be? Don't you want to know that? Everyone, don't you all want to know that? Right? Which I will be doing it. So here we go. So first about the JEE 21, this year it's going to be online. Right? We have physics, chemistry and mathematics where all the subjects have equal weightage, let's say 100 marks for each and every subject, where it counts a total of 100 marks. Right? Okay. Now, whenever I say preparation, what is everyone's thought? Everyone's thought will be like to go with the very tough level questions to do the practice. That's what you do all the time, right? Because we'll be taking the difficult question from each chapter and ending up completing just 2 questions or 3 questions in an hour because it's so difficult. It's a high order thinking questions. But if you look into the graph or the information that we have grabbed, for all the JEE exam, only 10 to 20% from each subject you can expect from the difficult part. Does it worth spending that much of time just for difficult questions where you can do in that 1 hour 10 or 20 easy and moderate question which has a percentage of 30 to 40 for easy and 40 to 50 of moderate questions? Don't you think that that would be more benefited? So I'm not asking to avoid the difficult questions or to take away the difficult questions. I'm also asking what? To give more concentration to these two, because once you start doing more number of questions, you are going through the concepts more number of times. You are dealing with the formula. You are doing the mathematical part more number of times. So if you can do 20 questions, right, of easy and moderate, if you can practice that much, that is more better than just doing or just sitting with 2 or 3 questions in an hour. Right, so give more importance to these two along with difficult. It shouldn't be like with difficult, okay, I'll be taking some easy and moderate question. That's not the fact. Okay, so you got an idea regarding this. Now it's time to see what is the chapter wise weightage, because most of the students will be having this, right? Vijay, let's say you will be having a lot much of that. Not only Vijay, everyone who is present over here will be thinking, right, what is the unit wise or the chapter wise percentage for each and every subject. Let's go through that. Let me start with physics, obviously. Why? Because I'm a physics teacher. So I'll be going with the physics. So as you can see over here, this blue color which has the highest percentage, what is it marks? It's mechanics, which means 1D, 2D, loss of motion, work, power, energy and rotation. It has got 35%, which means out of 100 in physics, 35 will be coming from mechanics. Oh my god, just by learning this, you are getting 35 marks. So if I was a wise person, I'll be going definitely with mechanics. Then which one? I'll be skipping these two because these are a bit tough questions, tough part. I'll be going with current, electricity and EMI. Where can you see? It has got 20%. Current, electricity, you already have a basic from 10th standard and also it will be easier to study. EMI is not so difficult. Then I'll be going for optics and modern physics, which has actually got 17%. Oh my god. So these much is we got. Now we have this much remaining. From this remaining, then I'll be going for heat and thermodynamics, which has 10. At last only I'll be going for electrostatics and magnetism. Everyone knows that it's a tough part, right? It's a tough call. So as we all know it's so tough, what you will be doing? We'll be giving the time at last. So anyway, you have to learn it. Questions will be coming. 80 marks question is gonna come, right? It's tough, but we have to spend some time and we'll be dealing it at last, because after making sure that you get this much of marks, we'll be sit with this difficult part. It shouldn't be like we'll be sitting with this difficult part and losing the entire marks. Okay, I hope you got the difference, right? Okay, so moving on to the next, which means let's take chemistry. The important part of chemistry is, right, if you can learn chemistry, complete the syllabus, whatever you learn, you will be able to write in the exam hall, because the questions are, most of the questions will be direct and easy. So when I was doing JEE Mains, I got the maximum marks in chemistry only, because I was able to crack JEE mainly because of chemistry, because I got maximum marks. Okay, so try to learn chemistry. Okay, whenever I say learn chemistry, it will be better if you just go through the NCERT alone. So how? Because you can see that physical chemistry, I think this is the easiest part of chemistry, right? How much percentage it has? Physical chemistry of first year and second year will constitute 17 plus 16%. Then inorganic, organic chemistry is a bit more of interesting, right? And easy to learn, I see. So I'll be going with 11th standard organic and 12th standard, which actually has 8 plus 26%. Now what remains is inorganic chemistry, right? So it's first year and second year, we have 24 and 9. There is lot much to by heart. Let me tell you that if you are spending some time to by heart, right, those are sure short questions, right? Those are sure short answers and sure short marks from it, because once you by heart it, right, the questions are going to come from the same part, you'll be getting the marks. All good, fine. Sir, so Vijay, having done with the theory, I'm unable to solve the problem. What shall I do? What do you have to do when you are not able to do something? You keep on practice. So here also you have to do the same thing. Keep on practicing, keep on practicing, keep on practicing until you succeed, right? I can't watch videos, any books, so how can I complete my theory? So that's what we are going to do. So stay with me till the end of the session, Muhammad, right? Let's see how it goes, right? Okay, now regarding the mathematics. Now, usually what people does is, people will sit with calculus, which is a combination of differentiation plus integration, which has a total percentage of 32. Okay, mainly with integration. But you have to think that this 32 is like, let's say 16 is for differentiation and 16 is for integration. It's for 16 marks you are spending that much of time. Don't you think that this coordinate geometry, which has 35, trigonometry, which has 8, algebra, which has 25, is worth studying and getting this much of marks instead of spending only for integration, right? And you can also learn differentiation. It's very simple. After all these things, devote your time for integration. Okay, try to get the maximum marks. That's what wise people do. I hope you all got an idea regarding this, right? Okay, now let's see what we have to do for having a proper schedule and a strategy, right? It's time to make a timetable, right? The timetable should be in such a way, start writing the dates on your paper, okay? So from today, from now onwards till the first day of exam, right? Then, okay, start writing the subjects and the topics name that you want to complete before this exam, and make your timetable in such a way that 3 days before the exam, right, you are going to complete the entire syllabus, right? So that should be the level of timetable. And make sure that when you make a timetable, right, you have to actually divide the syllabus on what basis? Because let it be any subject, right? Let it be any subject, physics, chemistry or mathematics, right? You will be having what? The strong topics, as well as you will be having easy topics. What usually people will be doing is, you will devote the entire time for the hard topics to learn it, but you are missing that easy topics where you have a higher probability of getting marks. So what I'll be saying is, when you make a timetable, right, for your strong topics, let's say give 30% of your time and make it super strong. Make sure that you are going to get marks from it pakka. When it comes to weak topics, let's say 70%, because you have to take those topics from the bottom to the top level, to a level of 100%. So you have to work hard for it. So you need some more of time. Okay, so this is the first thing that I want to tell you, which means we have to be having a proper timetable based on the syllabus. And whenever you are learning, okay, underline each point, keep a short notebook for each and every chapter, okay, write down the important points, because it's super important. Do you know why? Because that is the important thing required for our revision. I'll be talking about revision later. Now concentrate on this. This is very important. When you learn a chapter, write down the important formulas, write down the important graphs, write down the important theories, okay? That is super important, okay? Why? Because I told you to complete the syllabus 3 days before, which means that last 3 days is just to go through these notes which you are preparing now. Okay, Vijay, you have to. Once you have a determination in your mind to get into the colleges, you will be following all those schedules and timetables. I know that for sure. Okay, so moving on. So this is what I was telling. So you have to be like him. Look, he's so studious, isn't it? He's super nerdy. So be like that for the coming 40 days in order to have wonderful results in the JEE coming. Okay, obviously Kishore, the answer is yes, because you still have 40 days. How many? 40 days you have. If you crack 2 topics in a day, 40 into 2, you have 80 chapters you can actually complete. You can do that. You can, everyone can do that, because all our students, whoever is preparing for these exams, right, they also only have just 40 days. So everyone can do that. And now let me give a piece of advice. If you don't have this habit, you'll start, you'll buy a publisher book, right? Let's say some extra books, which so that you can start practicing some questions. But once you see a bigger book with your friend, okay, what you'll be doing? You'll be peeking into his book, okay, and you'll try to grab that book, okay. You'll go to the market and you'll be getting that book. Once you see a bigger book than that, again you'll be going for that. Stop doing this. because 50% of the question is going to come from your main book NCRT. Make sure that you complete this before you jump to any of the questions. You can use other publishers just for doing extra questions after completing NCRT, and make sure that you only follow a single publisher. For physics, I say H.C. Verma is very good. Okay, and whenever a publisher makes a book, the questions will be made in such a way that, right, if you do all the questions, that all questions will be covering the entire topic or the entire syllabus. So make sure that you are doing just a single publisher book, okay, while you are doing the preparations. Okay, I'm gonna help you, Greg. Okay, stay with me, stay with the session. Okay, next, when I say extra questions, make sure that you are doing previous year questions, let's say at least for the past 5 years, because you will get an idea how the classes has to be, right, or how the questions is in the previous exams, how the question was, right. So on that basis you can actually prepare for it. Okay, that's what I was saying. Solve more and more and more number of questions. Now this thing I have already explained you, because whenever you learn a subject, right, whenever you learn a topic, try to make sure that you are having the specific notes for that. Now it's time for the revision. Oh my god, because that last 3 days you have, okay, it should be completely on that chota short notebook which you have made, okay, during this 40 days. Okay, make sure that you are only looking into that small formula book. Okay, keep all the other books closed. You be just looking into all this short notes book. That's why I say that this is a super important thing. Okay, so I just want to give you some more tips. Now we all are in 12th standard, right? Mostly we'll be having time only to learn 12th standard, but let me tell that almost 40% questions come from 11th standard topics. So along with 12, if you really are inspired, or if you really want to get yourself into any of the NITs or IITs, you should be spending some time for your 11th standard topics. Can you all do that? Can you all do that? You can, right? So make sure that happens. And this is the important thing. In order to evaluate how good you are in solving the questions, in order to understand how much you have learned, try to do maximum number of tests, let's say mock tests. Okay, because once you start doing the questions and once you start writing the mock test, you will understand, okay, how much you have actually adapted to the environment of an exam hall. So that will help you to reduce the exam fear, right? Then after that, what we have the issues? Yes, because once we start solving maximum number of questions, or once we start attending maximum number of mock tests, right, those questions will help you understand which all are the weak topics and which are the strong. So underline the weak topics. After those mock tests, try to spend some time for that weak topics, and whatever questions you are not able to get from all these tests, what do you have to do? Okay, after the exam, try to solve it, because that mock test is not your actual test. JEE is your actual test. So with all these things said, okay, let me end this a very small session with a super beautiful quote, because everyone is most of you are lazy nowadays, because it can, but let me tell you that don't stop when you are tired. Okay, stop when you are only done, when you have only completed your preparation for the upcoming JEE exam. Okay, once you are damn sure that you can get into the JEE college, that time only take rest. Okay, maybe here it is given as unknown, I can write Ameer, right? Okay, yes, thank you so much. So I hope you all have benefited, right, on this particular video, and you all have understood how to make a super strategy for this coming 40 days in order to make this JEE Mains super awesome for every one of you. So whenever I look at electrodynamics, it seems to new. Okay, so keep on reading it, right, until you are super familiar with it, until you feel like your close friend. Okay, so work hard. Obviously you will be able to achieve the goal, but make sure that working hard, let it be in a very smart way. So if you all have enjoyed the session, please don't forget to move your cursor to the like button and press on it. And if you think that your friends are also going to like it, please ask them to come and join to the session. Okay, so share all these videos with them, and I know that you really don't want to miss any of these videos, right, which comes from the channel, which comes from the Momentum channel, right? So please click on the subscribe button, because the YouTube is going to notify whenever a new video is going to come. So I hope you all enjoyed. Till we meet next time, bye everyone, take care and good night.